أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Today inshallah we are going to review أنواع اللام, the different types of lam in Arabic language. We'll see that the small letter lam changes its meaning and function depending on where it appears in a sentence. Sometimes it gives a command, sometimes it means for, and sometimes it just adds emphasis. Let's go one by one, slowly and briefly, inshallah. The first lam that we have is lamul jar, the lam of preposition. تجر الاسم التالي لها نحو ولله الأمر من قبل ومن بعد. And to Allah belongs the command before and after. So this lam comes before a noun and makes it majur with kasra. It shows possession or relation like for or to, as you can see in this example, walillahi al-amru, and to Allah belongs. So whenever you see lam before a noun with kasra, like walillahi, it's most likely your lamul jar. We have then lam of command. Here, تجزم الفعل مضارع نحو لينفق ذو سعة من سعته. Let the one who has wealth spread from his wealth. This lam gives a command or instruction like let him do. It makes a verb majzoom with sukoon or jazam. By jazam, we mean that in case of afal al-khamsa, we know that the Jazm state or the Majzoom state is represented by the hasfin noon, the dropping of the noon. So this Lamul Amr, the Lam of command that is also called as Lamul Jazma because it makes a Faili Mudari Majzoom. We have two types of states for Faili Mudari, either with the sukoon or by dropping of the noon. Also, this Lamul Amr, when it attaches itself with the harf of atf, it changes its this kasra into a sukoon and it like wal, fal. So this li or this kasra changes into a sukoon when this lamul or lamul jazma attaches itself with the harf of atf. It can be summa, it can be fa, it can be wow. So this is a lamul the lam of command or lamul jazma. And if you see this lam with the verb in the majzoom state ending with sukoon or hasfanoon, it's giving a soft command, not as strong as for fi'l but still it's an order. This is our lamul amr. The next lam that we have is lamul talil, the lam of reasoning or lam of purpose. تنصب الفعل مضارع نحو ربنا ليقيموا الصلاة. So this lam of ta'lil or lam of purpose or reasoning, it makes a fi'l mudari mansoob. Like you can see in the example, ربنا ليقيموا الصلاة. Also you can notice for in case of afal al-khamsa, it is the dropping of the noon. The mansoob state of fi'l mudari is represented by the dropping of the noon for afal al-khamsa. So this lam of reasoning or lam of purpose, this lam tells us why something is done. It shows a purpose or reason. It makes the verb mansoob with fatha or by dropping of the noon in case of afar al khamsa. Whenever you want to say in order to or so that in Arabic you are going to use lam al talil, the lam of reasoning or lam of purpose. Also one thing you need to remember that this lam al talil when it attaches itself with the harf of atwa, fa or summa, it doesn't change into or doesn't take the sukoon, but it remains with the kasra like wali, fali, like this. Unlike lamul amr, which changes its kasra into a sukoon when it is with the harf of atf, waw, fa, or summa. So this is a lamul talil, and whenever you want to say in order to, you are going to use this lamul talil, lam of reasoning or purpose. You see lamul talil in your sentence. We have now lam al juhud, lam of denial or lam of refusal. Tansibul fi'l mudari. Also, this lam makes a fi'l mudari mansoob. Lam yakunillahu liyaghfira lahum. This lam comes with ma kana or lam yakun in a negative sentence. It shows strong refusal, like it was not fit, like not possible, not meant to happen. So, like this in the example, lam yakun Allahu liyaghfira lahum. Allah was not to forgive them. So, when you see lam after ma kana or lam yakun, that's a lam al juhud, and it gives a deep sense of rejection. Then we have Lamul Musahlaka. uh, لام الابتداء لام الابتداء محملة لا تعمل نحو لأنتم أشد رهبة في صدورهم من الله. This is a lam al-ibtada, the lam of the beginning. As this, you can see here, the name suggests that this is the lam that comes in the beginning of the sentence, and it just attaches itself to the mubtada or the damir munfasil. As you can see here, لأنتم, it attaches itself to the beginning with this damir munfasil here. This is a lam al-ibtada, and as you can see, لأنتم أشد رهبة في صدورهم من الله. You are more fearful in their hearts than Allah. So this is lam of beginning or emphasis. This lam usually comes at the start of the sentence, especially before the pronouns. As you can see, it doesn't change the grammar. مهملة لا تعمل. So this is not going to change the grammar, the structure of the sentence. It's only there for emphasis. So this one is simple. Lamul ibtada just adds a strength to your statement, and it comes in the beginning of the sentence. Lamul musahlaka. This lam is the shifted lam. This is also the lamul ibtada, but it's called shifted lam because now it was originally supposed to be at the start, but it just moved after inna. And also it adds extra emphasis and confirms the truth. As you can see here, innal haqqa lamir rabbika. So the double emphasis with this lamul muzahlaka. It is a lamul ibtada, and it just can be seen with inna, and it can attach itself to the ism of inna, to the khabar of inna, and just it just shift everything, like uh, when it attaches itself to the khabar of inna or ism of inna, it just makes it shift to the end of the sentence. So this is a lamul mazahlaka, and it is there for the emphasis. So like whenever you see this lam with the inna, like inna al-haqqa liman, so lamin, so in inna and la, like that's lamun muzahlaqa, and it like just it gives power, you can say, to your statement, and it adds extra emphasis. So here this is lamun muzahlaqa, and because it was lamun ibtada, but now it shifts its place, it now becomes lamun muzahlaqa. We have then lamul farika. Now lamul farika lifark inna al mukhaffafa min in. So we know that it means if, it means that. So this lamul farika comes with inna mukhaffafa. This the lightened form of inna sakila. In hazani la sahirani. You can see here lamul farika. Indeed, these two are magicians. So you see the translation indeed here. It is not if, it is not that. So here you know that this lam just helps distinguish between in, which can mean if, and this in, that is the lightened form of inna sakila, which means indeed. So that is why it is called the separating or differentiating lam, the lam al farika. It's small but important because it just prevents the confusion between if and indeed. So this is in hazani la sahirani with in mukhaffafa. We have lam al jawab, taqa'u fi jawab law wa lawla. So it just comes with uh, this lam of response. You can say it comes with law or lawla. Lavish tahadtu la akramtuka. So lavish tahadda la akramtuka. So if you had worked hard, I would have honored you. This lam comes in the answer part of the conditional sentence, like especially after law and lawla. As you can see here, lawajtahadta akramtuka. So if you had worked hard, I would have honored you. So think of it as like saying if this is going to happen, then that would happen. So that would is your lamul jawab. So this lamul jawab here you can see lawajta hadta akramtuka. So you can see it can come with law or lawla. So this is our lamul jawab. We have lam jawabul qasam now. وَتَاللَّهِ لَأَكِيدَنَّ أَصْنَامَكُمْ. By Allah, I will surely plot against your idols. So this lam comes in the answer of the note to show, you can say, strong promise or determination. Wallahi or watallahi la'akidanna. So here, this lam just makes your oath sound more strong or serious, and just giving emphasis and uh, like uh, uh, like you can say showing a very strong type of promise, you can say watallahi la akidanna asnamakum. Also, um, this is like emphasis as well for this always comes with the jawab. So lam jawab al qasam. So this is a lam of oath response, you can say. We have now Lamul Akiba. Lam Akiba. Now, this Lam, you can say this Lam just comes after like a sentence, but with a very, uh, you can say, unintended or unwanted result of what has been mentioned before this Lam. Like here, لام العاقبة تنصب الفعل مضارع. It makes a فعل مضارع منصوب, as you can see in the example فالتقطه الآل فرعون ليكون لهم عدوا حزنا وحزنا. So this lam, as you can see here, something unexpected happened, like when the Al of Fir'aun took Musa alayhi salam from the river, they like they just picked him up to become their enemy. So this was unexpected. This was unintended result. And that's where you see this lamul akiba. When you have, you can say, an unexpected result, that is like an unintended result of what is just mentioned before this lam, and that is why we have this lamul akiba. So after lamul akiba, if you have an unexpected result, that is a lamul akiba, and it makes a fail mudare mansoob, as you can see here liyakuna, and this is a lamul akiba that is giving an unexpected or unintended result. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. These are all the lams that we just reviewed today. Lam al-jar, lam al-am, lam al-ta'lil, lam al-juhud, lam al-ibtada, lam al-musahlaka, lam al-farika, lam al-jawab, lam jawab al-qasm, and also lam al-aqiba. So this is all these lam, and Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Um, this is such a tiny letter that can play so many roles in Arabic language. Like sometimes we see it for possession, sometimes we see it for command, sometimes for emphasis, or also sometimes for showing different types of reasons and responses, sometimes intended, sometimes unintended or unwanted. So this is always look carefully at like what comes before it, like whether it's a noun, a verb, or a particle. Also, what form the word after it takes, like sometimes it takes mansoob form, sometimes it takes manzoom, sometimes it takes majroor. So just this lam, just like tell you which lam. And so these all reasons are going to tell you which lam is that. So you need to look carefully at each and every lam. So this is our Anwar lam. Inshallah, I'll see you with some other types of adwat बारकल्लाहु ली व लकुम। अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू।